Hello everyone. First, I'd like to mention that the new version of MPD Edit is available for download. The link is under the video. In the previous video, I created the geometry of the roof as a reference model. When modeling real structures, I almost always create zero-weight elements, which are not included in the drawings and reports. Next, we will proceed to create ridge and rafter beams based on this auxiliary geometry. Here, I prefer to use line-based attachment. It's important to note that all elements should be created according to a uniform logic. For instance, inclined elements should be directed from the bottom up. Now we can change the length of the ridge beams to outline the load-bearing scheme of this structure. For this purpose, we'll use the fit utility, which allows us to extend or shorten elements to a specified plane or line. Select the face of the beam and the beam we wish to extend to the chosen plane. Then, we'll add columns to make the load-bearing scheme look more realistic. The next step will be to lower the beams so that they don't protrude beyond the roof planes. We'll use the projector utility, which aims to project the beam onto the plane in the chosen direction. It's necessary to specify the direction of the projection, the global z-axis, and consider that the beam is projected not as a line, but as an oriented bounding box. Thus, the edges of the beam section will be precisely on the roof surface. Select the roof plane, then the beam, and press the mouse wheel. This action must be repeated for all beams to avoid collisions with the upper roof plane. Now the beams are in their places, and there are no collisions. For structural reasons, we'll increase the length of the ridge beams by 150 to 200 mm, so we can attach the rafter beams, for example, using nails. Then, we'll trim the protruding parts of the beam using the cut utility. Select the roof plane we want to cut along, and then the beam. Now we can perform the trimming of the rafters that attach to the ridge beam. Probably, it would be wise to increase the sections of the ridge beams by 60 mm for a more harmonious look of the model. Select the plane along which we want to cut the beams, and then the beams. This utility is very convenient. Here I was a bit hasty, I should have divided this beam into two parts first. Note that I hardly ever use standard editing commands, as there are faster and, importantly, more convenient methods. Now we'll make cuts for the rafter beams, which will rest on the ridge beams from above. We'll extend the columns to the ridge beams. It seems that all the cuts are made as I planned. As a finishing touch, I'll create drawings for these details. We'll exclude the columns, as they are quite simple. I will print the drawings to a PDF file without any human intervention. You will find the drawings under the video, and I may also post the model. The model was created in Tekla Structures 2022 SP11 Partner License. See you in the next video.